So, guys, welcome to another Monday edition of your show, your favorite sport on YouTube, Fresh Channel, Zero Filter, Maximum Vibes. I'm always your host, Glassy. So, today's story is still linked to the last story we dropped on our channel about Alex Ekubo's death. And what I have to say about this is I think Alex Ekubo's head is strong. His head is strong. And regardless the fact that he died almost a month plus ago, and he still talked about even till today, it shows that that guy, it wasn't his time to die. That was not, it wasn't yet his time to die. It wasn't at all. He left early. I think those kind of things. So the reason say, oh, they watch for Nigerian movies those days, whereby a spirit will enter someone's body, like a human body, and start living a fresh life. I think if I'm permitted to use that scenario, that's what I imagine in my head would be the case of late Mr. Alex Ekubo. His gentle soul rest in peace. So today's story is linked to him in a way. And the fight here is between media personality, Daddy Freeze, and former ex-BB Niger housemate, Cross. You know Cross now. You know Cross. So if you're new on my page, kindly click the like, share, and most importantly, click on the subscribe button for more of in-depth analysis on entertainment gist and political happenings around you. So back to the story. Daddy Freeze, come here. Cross, you come here. I don't understand what both of you are trying to act up here. I don't understand. So you guys want to give us a follow up to the event that happened, right? Okay, so here is the gist. The clash between Cross OKOWKO and media personality Daddy Freeze began after Daddy Freeze criticized the gospel ministers and the officiating members at the service of songs held for the late Mr. Alex Ekubo. His specific criticisms were on gospel artist, singer Chinwe Owo, Nathaniel Bassi, the lack of miracles, and also the fourth one, which is long sermon. On case of Messi Chinwo, uh, there were videos circulating of him working out, as he later suggested that Messi Chinwo turned a quiet funeral ceremony into a full-blown concert, that it transformed the quiet ceremony they were having in honor of Alex Ekubo into a full-blown praise concert. That was why he walked out of the ceremony. And secondly, for Nathaniel Bassi, that why would someone come to the pulpit and start blowing trumpets? Daddy Freeze don't want the war to end. I'm not gonna lie, that's my take on that. He doesn't want the war to end, so he's asking Nathaniel Bassi, why would you come and to the pulpit and you'll be blowing? Yeah, you want the war to end here? You want the war to when I never chop life finish? Why now? He even referenced it to that. Why would he be doing something that is in Revelation? He's telling Nathaniel Bassi, you should not do something that should be done in Revelation. We are not yet in Revelation. Maybe we are still in, Matthew, all those places. We are not. He told him. And the third one was he delving ministers who have faith that they should come out, like that they lack miracles, they lack evidence. They claim to be men of God, but they lack evidence. And the fourth one was the long sermon, the preacher that was the minister for the funeral rites. The minister the sermon that he delivered there was too long, that it was unnecessary. So behind that, Cross now went back and gave him this reply. He told him that Daddy Freeze, with due respect, even Cross self. Okay, let's take what he said first. He said, Daddy Freeze, with due respect, sometimes keep your mouth shut. If you don't know anything about our Father Jesus Christ, don't talk and leave men and women of God out of your mouth. Wow. Woo. This one pepper Daddy Freeze, we enter round. Cross, you they try me, you won't see me. The fight now is now kind of intense though. For this cryptic message dropped by Cross to address Daddy Freeze. First thing I noted there was respect. Cross respected Daddy Freeze. telling him that Daddy Freeze, with due respect. But the Bible started when he said, sometimes you need to, why would you accord someone such a respect and not up to 10 millimeter seconds? You don't take an upper call like sometimes keep your mouth shut. Wow. This was what triggered Daddy Freeze, reaction. Like, who is this one? Who is this one? Then all of a sudden, yesterday, Sunday, um, the 14th, rather, the 14th of June, um, we saw a message released by Daddy, video released by Daddy Freeze, and Daddy Freeze said, Cross, I hereby challenge you. I put 50 million down. I'll raise another 50 million from my people, like all his online, cartel members, them, making it 100 million. If your so called men of God can heal just one cripple among 50, he told him that, see, look, I'm going to put 100 million down and I'm going to bring 50 people who are crippled, that he should bring any of his pastor to come and pray so that at least one will walk. That if one stands up and walk, wow, that is going to drop that 100 million for the pastor, and the him and his pastor will get 100 million. You understand? So that was the G. So it's been a lot of back and forth, and that's what you get from the social media space. And we at this channel always promise to bring you up to date to the latest gist in town. So my advice to Cross, this is time for you now to apply wisdom. So if you like, you reply. If you like, don't reply. But in your replying and not replying, apply wisdom. And you know that if he is not going to take this easy at all, he's not going to take this easy. He's going to be pushing. He's going to tempt you to do what. Daddy Freeze is some kind of a person that, if you are not there, like, you shouldn't get into an argument with him. You shouldn't get into a fight with him, especially online. Wow, he's going to drag you. Even if your career don't die, once Daddy Freeze carry your matter, your career must resurrect. You understand? So that's the kind of person and he's not going to stop. And he's that kind of, he's a bookworm. Like, he's an intelligent man. He doesn't just say things that don't count, that don't mean anything. So we're going to leave the video for you so that you can watch and see.
This message is for Cross OKOWKO. What's all this deflection about? Men of God, Cross, I hereby challenge you. I put 50 million naira down and I will raise a further 50 from my people, making a total of 100 million naira. I will pledge 50M. If any of your so-called men of God can heal just one of the 50 crippled that I will provide, you can't tell me that out of 50 you can't find one that has faith.
So you can hear him there. He said in John chapter 11, Christ raised Lazarus. In Acts chapter 20, verse 9, Paul raised Eutychus. So in year 2026, June 15, which pastor make which cripple walk? So give us that verse. We are waiting for you. And on to the next story. We're going to play a 71 clip video from a Celestial Church of Christ parish showing joyful dancing with traditional rhythm, drawing from the church's Aladura roots that blend people of God together. So let's watch this video. So you can see the clip there, and two things I noted there. You can see how the ladies there were twerking, and also there was a hype man who was saying, "Hey, see waist, see this one, see that." Well, kudos to the Celestial members there. Well, for me, there have been divided opinions pertaining these issues online. So, but for me, I think if there's any place you can dance, express yourself, feel free. The number one place to do that, I think, is the household of God. For me, I don't care what they do there, but you can also have, you are of your own opinion. But for me personally, I don't think there's any negative. They are just having a good time. They are trying to dance away their sorrow. They are trying to get relief from the Most High. So allow them feel free. Allow them express themselves. There's nothing there. And some even went to the extent of saying, say, Satan don't enter church. Why would you say that, bro? Say Satan don't enter church. How come? As how now? Eh? So that's the much we can take for today, Monday, 15th of June, 2026. Hope you had a blast. Don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, click on the subscribe button. This will enable us bring to you more political updates and entertainment gist around you. Remember, I'm always your host, Glass E, and I'm out. Peace.